also known as the MC Noob, and in this video, I will be reacting to Agatha All Along episode 8 and 9. Currently, I am trying to watch as much of the show as possible. Right now, I am on episode 5, and since I have a deadline to like watch these, because I'm watching them around the same time as my friends, I'm watching only 5 and then 7. I will be watching 6 later. It made me really sad, okay? And I just edited the video last night, which is why I had like 4 hours of sleep. So I can't English, I'm tired. I did that video last night. And then, so I know a lot about the episode because most of it was in there. So that's good. So right now, what I'm doing is, while I have episode 5 on pause, I'm going to be reading my predictions for the series. So here we go. So first of all, I have written down that we will learn about Agatha's history in Salem, and I'm incredibly interested to learn about her past, and as well as her coven. I also think that we will learn, this is not my theory, it's a fan theory by the way, I'm not entirely sure who I heard it from, but maybe I will go find that and I can add it in there to credit them. So a fan theory was that Jen was the midwife. I cannot say midlife crisis. The theory is that Jen was a midwife who delivered Nick because she was a midwife. So I think that's possible. And watching back, my friends and I have noticed that her and Agatha definitely have history. So maybe Jen was in Agatha's coven as well. I think that Agatha acquired her Darkhold from the Witch's Road. Perhaps that was her prize. However, I'm not entirely sure if that is true because we don't know what her motivations were for the road when she went there the first time. We will learn why Rio hates Agatha. Is it because of the Darkhold? Does Rio hate Agatha because Agatha had the Darkhold? Did the Darkhold cause Agatha to change and was the end of their relationship together? That Rio was the one who accompanied Agatha on the Witch's Road and she was the only one that survived. Maybe she did have to kill Nicholas Scratch, but her wish is that he could come back in some form. Maybe he got turned into Senor Scratchy. I don't know. But it would be great if he wasn't dead and he got turned into a bunny. But he could be dead, and then a kind of like nice way of thinking about it is that Rio could have been like watching him and taking care of him his whole life. But I do think that in episode 7 of WandaVision, the missing child on the milk carton is Nicholas Scratch, or just a reference to him. And I think that he was like anywhere from 3 to 5 when he passed away. I also think that we will learn why Agatha's mom hates her. I also think that the show will portray Agatha's motives that led her to WandaVision. Why did she like end up being the villain of WandaVision? Did she want Wanda's powers, thinking that Wanda could bring back her child from the dead? Is Agatha killing a bunch of witches so she would become this all-powerful being and perhaps resurrect her child, which would go against Rio? I don't know. I think that Agatha did not intentionally kill Nick. I think that she had to, absolutely had to. If she has any form of evilness in her, maybe that could have like kicked in and she didn't mean to. She regretted it. It could have been an accident, fully. But there's rumors about her spread saying that she sacrificed her son for the Darkhold, when maybe that's not entirely true. Maybe everything's okay. But I don't know. But looking back at how she reacted in episode 4 is heartbreaking. I cannot believe that happened. It was so sad. I think that maybe Agatha brought Nick on the road when she like had him as like a toddler or a child. So she brought him out to the road. He could have been sick actually, maybe, or something like that. And she could want a cure for him. She could have been trying to save him, which is why she was on the Witch's Road with Rio, but then he could have died on the road. I was thinking that the only like Wanda theories I could have is that Death says that she knows Wanda's fate and tells the audience her fate. I do not think we will be seeing Wanda in this series at all. If we do, I'd be shocked. I'd get a tattoo, dye my hair red. I don't know what I would do. Honestly, I don't believe it. I would love to see her. I love Wanda. She's my favorite character. She's helped me through a lot of things, but I don't think we will see her in this, and I don't want her to take the light away from Agatha Harkness. I do think we will learn about, like, is she alive? Is she dead? Maybe we'll get a clue to what happened to her. Maybe her body did teleport to somewhere near Westview. Could be underground Westview. I don't know. So maybe they'll find her. They'll resurrect her. So I don't know. But I think that maybe we'll see her, like, after this. in a different project. I think that Billy is the central focus for this show. Oh my gosh, Tommy. Well, Billy is like, okay, I think that for what Billy wants is to get Tommy. I mix them up way too much. I need to stop doing that. They either complete the road or they are stopped, and that leads to the big battle at the end between Agatha and Rio. I will say that I've seen a couple like pictures of the battle and the trailers. I'm very scared for that. Genuinely, I'm very, very scared. I don't know what it can mean for Agatha and Rio's relationship because I saw something. It doesn't look good. I saw blood. That's all I'm going to say. I hope they can work things out, but to me, I don't want to get too attached to the idea of them like being together endgame. I wish they could be, especially for all those who ship them so much. I do like the idea of them being together genuinely. I'm just gonna be really sad and crying in a couple hours if nothing works out between the two of them. What else is there? Okay, I think that Agatha could get her big superhero outfit in the finale and also possibly an alias, like how Wanda became the Scarlet Witch and she had her Scarlet Witch costume in the finale. But I think that mostly for the big battle, she's going to be doing like that white shirt with the sleeves and the pants because you know the cloak is ruined, unfortunately. Like that's one thing I'll never forgive Billy for. Sorry, Billy, you literally ruined her cloak and I loved it so much. Okay, I was thinking Rio either hates Wanda or she wants her to be dead so she could be with her because she has been waiting centuries to be together with her. So I feel like from what we have seen in the show, rewatching it, um possibly it could go either way. But what Marvel just released, I saw like 1 second of muted. I feel like there's angst and it scared me so bad I almost got an anxiety attack because like I'm worried, okay? That I think that Rio could want to take Teen to the underworld because it is the spirit of Billy Maximoff possessing the dead body of Billy Kaplan. So I don't think that's going to end well, and I think that will cause a rift and a divide between Agatha and Rio and their relationship together. For post credits, I am thinking we could either have something that leads to Ironheart, following the rumor, this is not confirmed, that Agatha Harkness is making a cameo in Ironheart and serving as a mentor to the Red Hood. Also, people think that Mephisto is in Ironheart or mentioned heavily. The other post credits I think could be like something leading towards Vision Quest because this will be a WandaVision trilogy. It will be WandaVision, Agatha all along, and then to top it off will be Vision Quest. Scarlet Witch movie will be separate, so hopefully we could get a Scarlet Witch trilogy. I just want a Scarlet Witch movie, and I also would so love to go to the premiere for like Vision Quest or a Scarlet Witch movie if we were to get those projects. But I don't think that will happen because I am delusional, but like it's not gonna happen. I'd so love to go, but it's not gonna happen. But I will be here watching the series and I will be just incredibly so happy to watch the series and or movie if we get that. So I think that we could get a Vision Quest post credit. Maybe something to do with like Tommy and Billy because they might be in Vision Quest, or at least Tommy would be in Vision Quest. We could get a Young Avengers related post credit because it was rumored that Jack Schaefer could be working on a Young Avengers project, like Young Avengers Children's Crusade adaptation, which is a comic run I am wanting to read when I have time. Adaptation, I think so. The only post credit I think could involve Wanda would be like just like the Rubble moving or something to do with the Flash. I do not think we will see her. I'm not gonna get my hopes up to see her. I'd so love to see her. It could be possible, but I don't think that will happen genuinely. So maybe like we could see a Rock move at most, or just someone saying she's alive. But I think that we will have one Billy related post credit and then one Agatha related post credit. People think that Agatha is going to die in this, however, I don't think so. I think that she will be a mentor to Billy Kaplan as he learns his magical abilities. I think that we will learn more about Jen's background. Who is that guy? Who is he? Was she in Agatha's coven? Julia said to Agatha, he is young, he is strong. Agatha immediately shut her down and said, don't. Like that triggered her and her own emotional trauma. And then she looks over to Rio, knowing that Rio is death, and is like, don't take my son away from me. It was heartbreaking. It makes me so sad. Catherine Hahn was amazing. Agatha's biggest fear is her son dying. It's something she regrets. It's in her mind. We saw that in the first episode of the series that she regrets it. It is literally in her mind for so long. And I think that could be her motives for WandaVision. Jen blames Agatha for Nick's death, and so they have a rivalry. I'm tired. They don't like each other because of that. So I think there are false rumors about Agatha Harkness around. So I think that I'm getting notifications on Discord. So I think that they have a past history for sure that does involve Nick. So maybe she was the midwife that delivered him and was close to him, and then he died, and then Jen thinks he was traded for the Darkhold, unless he actually was, which I don't think it was intentional. I'd like to give Agatha the benefit of the doubt because I genuinely love her characters, and I don't want to blame her for anything unless I do have proof that she committed any of these actions. So guilty until proven innocent. Wait, no. Innocent until proven guilty. I forgot. I'm sorry. Okay. But knowing Jack Schaefer and the writer that she is, I think that she said something about like she doesn't want her characters to fall under the female hysteria trope, and I think that anything relating to Agatha being bad is to steer us away from like the truth that she didn't mean to do all of this. She cannot control it. I just don't know if the whole I want my prize scene is before the big battle. I don't know if they're gonna complete the road or they will not be able to complete the road. False rumors about Agatha have been spread around to make the viewers think that she has been evil when she just had immense trauma. I think that the whole song they have commissioned called There's a Road, I think it's by Kinney. I don't know how to say the name. Kenny, I don't know. The song is beautiful. Go stream it on Spotify. It wasn't on the official playlist, but I'm hoping it will be now once everything drops. Because most of the playlist is WandaVision songs. I don't know why. This is Agatha era, and I love WandaVision. I love the music. I love the scores for WandaVision and all the songs I've used. However, I'm in spooky season now, okay? I'm very excited for Agatha era. Perhaps the final one could be an eclipse to represent something. I don't know what it will represent, but I think there could be an eclipse at some point. So we have different moon phases. I think that if Jen does not die, I hope she doesn't die. I'm trying not to like her so I can give her some plot armor. Because I liked Lilia, I liked Alice, I liked Mrs. Hart. They all died. So Jen better live. But I think that if she does survive, that she will go on to become the high priestess, like Lilia had suggested. Lily had suggested. Speaking of Lilia, she's going to say to Agatha to hit the deck. I don't know if it means deck of cards referencing tarot, or if hit the deck is referencing her house, because there is a scene of Rio on the house, and the fight most likely will take back when they get back from Westview. Okay. For the locket, Agatha got the locket / the brooch from her mother. I don't know if the hair is Agatha's, like the mother had the hair in the locket, or if my prediction for this, my theory, is that the locket is Nick's hair after he passed away to keep him close to her heart. She wears the brooch next to her heart and also the locket. So I don't know. She could use it in a spell to bring him back. I don't think that's going to happen. Jack Schaefer also said death is going to be permanent because if you've gone through grief and death, it cannot be reversed. They say that in WandaVision too. Unfortunately, like you want it to be reversed, but it cannot be, and it's something that you have to live with and you have to cope with, and it sucks to experience it. And I know, like, going back, I wish I could reverse it, but I cannot do that. So there won't really be any resurrections in the series. So Nick might not get resurrected. We know Alice probably won't, Mrs. Hart won't, and also Lilia will not. Maybe young Lilia kind of exist back in time so she could live her life and like full of all the gaps. She could have traded Nick for the Book of the Damned, but in a sense, she could have just neglected him due to the corruption of the Darkhold. So it wasn't intentional, but the Darkhold just corrupted her too much. And maybe like the evilness, the switch, is just side effects of the Darkhold's corruption. I don't know. We will see Alice's mother on the road if she was indeed trapped on the road. I don't know, but I don't think that we will see her again. However, I do love how she was portrayed in the series. It was an amazing scene during all those flashbacks in episode 3. So it will be great to see her again. It will be great to see Alice again. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. And so for episode titles, I do not know them. I was on Disney Plus. I was watching the episodes. I now might accidentally see them because my TV turned off. Also, I lost my remote ever since the last week's episode. I don't know how to get it back. So my predictions are for episode 8. These are lyrics from the ballad. Glory shall be thine. I think is because they have one last trial, which is potentially the asylum trial, because that's the only one left from the trailer. Which could be to merge like Billy Kaplan and Billy Maximoff and make them one like entity. Give them one soul. So they might be doing that trial. And so if they were to win, glory shall be thine. And then my friend's theory, this isn't directly from me, but we were talking about in the podcast. One of them thinks the last one will be I'll see you at the end, which could be reference to Billy potentially getting to see Tommy. I don't think it'll be about Wanda. It's not going to happen. I'd love to see her. And also, I will say this. I started these at 6:17 p.m. I have not seen the episodes yet. So if any of these are correct, I don't know anything. I promise. These are just me watching the series and then having ideas about it. So yeah, I am very excited. I cannot wait to see how it goes. I hope it goes well, but I know it's probably going to be sad. I just hope that everyone's stories will be tied up beautifully, but I trust these writers so much, and the director and the actors. They're doing amazing. So this episode's going to be great. But I might cry. I probably will. I cried like the past 3 weeks anyway. So now I'm going to go finish episode 5 and then go watch episode 7, and I will be back to watch episode 8. Yay! And 9 as well. Yes. Okay.